G'day and welcome to the 12Follow trial show and review show and the preview show. How are you, Aaron?
Yeah, rather well, mate.
Yeah, good. Aaron, for those who don't know, Aaron's does the Sydney Insider for 12Follow, the part of the Super 6, but also the Sydney set itself. So you've been busy this week, I hear.
Yeah, busy week. We had the trials at Rosehill on Tuesday, plus racing Wednesday, and Grafton Carnival for some, and it was out at the jump outs and trials again at Warwick Farm this morning.
Okay, well let's start with Tuesday. Was it the Rosehill trials?
Yeah, Rosehill trials. There's quite a few nice horses.
Okay,
We'll go through a couple of them today. Unraced horse, 2-year-old of Gerald Storm System in Heat 3.
Okay.
Won the heat, a little bit green still, but looks to have above average ability, and I see he's in a race at Kembla on Tuesday.
Okay, so Tuesday we're looking out for it.
Yes, we're looking out for it. And also there's one later in the day of Beyond Baker's, Egyptian Symbol in Heat 15. It looks quite a nice horse. Spoke to him this morning. He's got a good opinion of the horse also, and it's in the same race, but drawn wide with, I think, Glyn on it. So we'll have a look. Might be see what prices go up and see which way we handle the race, and maybe a little Quinella there. In Heat 5, there was a ex-Kiwi horse called Start Wondering.
Okay.
It won the heat really impressively. Real nice big action. I don't usually like finding those horses in trials.
Did you know how many starts it had over there?
I haven't
like
looked.
A handful?
Yeah, I think it may have had a handful, but really looks a nice horse.
Okay.
Really looks to have a nice... And in that same heat, he also had a horse called Sweet Fire.
Oh, yeah.
Lightly raced filly. Goes okay in the wet tracks. Probably should have won last start at Rosehill. Wouldn't be surprised to see her in some of the better 3-year-old races.
Yeah, I remember she was well backed and had a nice win at Rosehill in the midweek meeting. I think
and then come back there again, and it wasn't one of J Mac's better rides, we should
probably
say.
had enough.
Yeah, a little bit unlucky. And there was another one as well called Rowinda of Beyond Bakers in Heat 14. Nice filly. Moving forward, I think she's possibly going to Hawkesbury in a week's time, but nice horse, like the way she hit the line. Still a little bit green, but looks to have that above average ability.
Okay.
And one more from there as well, Heat 16, Rockalicious. This is a horse. This is kind of heavily spruiked from the Waller camp.
Yeah.
Slightly failed at Canterbury, but was unsuited, had a setback. Looks to have come back in really good order.
Okay,
First trial was okay. She's trialled good, and then she's come out and trialled, sat wide and hit the line nice. I think they'll be finding a race for her to win very shortly. Okay,
so they'll be ready to go. You want to go out at Warwick Farm this morning, you said?
Yeah, we're out at Warwick Farm this morning.
There's a bit of action, I hear. Someone got kicked.
Yes, from... It was a bit of a rough day for the Baker camp. One of the poor strappers stepping in the way of Abdullah and looked after him, but copped the kick in the leg. But
really? Okay.
Those things happen around these animals. Little bit less inclined to find too many horses out of those trials, just due to they were a lot of them were on the pro ride.
Oh, okay. I was going to ask you.
Half of it was on the pro ride, and then half it was on the A grass, and it was quite choppy and looks to be quite chopped up. But one horse that trialled quite nice. He's won both starts this prep, was Lord Leofrid.
Oh yeah.
Won both starts this prep. He's trialled nice. It's a nice quiet trial. I think he ran second at Conchella, and I think he will definitely be winning a Saturday race this campaign.
Okay, wow, that's big.
Another one from the Pfeiffer camp. It's called High Sexy in Heat 5. It's had 2 starts, failed in both attempts, but came to the trials today, ridden cold, and let to find the line, and asked to really extend late, and really let down quite nice.
Okay.
I think he'll be finding a maiden win for it shortly.
Who rode that? Not Claire or Cappy?
Off the top of my head, I think it was Winona, but I could be wrong.
High Sexy Winona, yeah, it makes sense.
I could be wrong. And in Heat 7, there's an ex-Kavanagh horse having its first start for the Baker stable called Hamiko. She's a nice filly, ran second in the trial. Just asked to go the last little bit, I believe Abdullah rode.
Okay.
Quite a nice horse.
And mate, have you had a look at the fields for Saturday? Obviously you would have. What are you
through the
thinking so
fields.
far?
Only had the one early bet.
Yep.
But I try not to get too involved this time of year. It's heavy tracks.
Yeah.
Was sunny yesterday, but look, the tracks are starting drying out.
Mm-hmm.
And they do think there's a good chance we could get a light shower. I don't think we'll get out of that heavy range, and I am expecting scratching. So try not to get too heavily involved, obviously, other than the one horse, which I'm quite keen on in Astronomos.
Astronomos, yeah. He's already delivered the goods for you once this time in.
Yeah, he delivered the goods second up. He wasn't even fit the other day. He was the only horse to circle the field and won the way he did. I just think he's a class above these horses, if not 2 or 3 classes above him.
Mm-hmm.
He really has scope. He's lightly raced. He'll come on well from that run. I think he'll probably have the one run, win on Saturday, get put away. And
yeah, so I was going to ask you. So you've spoken to David and...
Yeah, I've spoken to David. One thing he said, he's got a good opinion of the horse. Obviously, he'd like to see him win Saturday to...
Confirm that?
Yeah, to confirm that again and move forward. But if his opinion and my opinion are right of the horse, he'll be winning Saturday. He'll go away for a spell and he'll be looking for some of those, maybe Group 3 listed races to start with, and just test how good his ability is for the later into the spring.
Okay.
The rest of the card, I think there is some value there in the card. I think that last race there could be some value. It just depends with the scratching. So I know you have that theory with the 1,000 metres at Randwick tends to be won by leaders.
Yeah,
there is a lot of pace in the race, and so it will be interesting. A Rail True could play a little bit different. So I'm just interested to see how. I am quite interested to see how the day plays.
It'll be interesting. Last race today on a heavy, this might just be battle of the fittest and who runs through it, I suppose.
Yeah, definitely. I just want to see how the day plays. I want to try and play quite light early.
Yep.
Although I do have a good opinion of that horse, Mr. Darcy. One on debut, looks to have above average ability. I do concede Fashion Snips hit the line well.
Yeah.
Last starting maiden,
how's our bet looking? Our side bet, do you remember that one? Fashion Snips or Mum's Blessing, or was it Mum's Blessing?
Yeah, I think it was Mum's Blessing.
I think my horse is going to be better than yours.
Yeah, it's possible. Mine failed the other day, but we will find out. We will find out. But we'll just see how the track plays. I think with the lack of pace in the races early, it could be a bit of a trap because people are going to be wanting to look for those run-on horses and coming down the outside, but the lack of the pace, and they're just going to go out, find the better part of the track and come home. So it could be a little bit of a trap early.
Okay. All right. Well, mate, thanks for joining us and thanks for giving us a weekly update of what's been happening at the trials, and obviously good luck to Bjorn's staff member. He's got a sore leg at the moment.
Yeah, he's got a bit of a sore leg, but no doubt Bjorn will have him back in
I'm sure
the stables
Brenton Abdallah will be sending him a little gift.
Of course he will.
All right, thanks guys. We'll see you next week.
See you next week.